right, Coach. It's a lot closer than we wanted it to be, I'm sure. But let's start with the first half. You know, particularly we held them scoreless for almost 6 minutes to start the game.
Mm-hmm.
Coming into the game, I know they're a real aggressive, in-your-face type team. What was kind of the defensive strategy and how we were so effective those early games?
Yeah, they were 0 of 16 in the first half from 3. 12 of those we had closed out to within 0 to 2 feet. So we're really contesting it well. That was a focus for us. You know, we wanted defensively to try to limit them to 1 shot. And, you know, for the entire game, they had 6 offensive rebounds. So I thought we did a nice job of contesting the first shot and then, you know, limiting them to 1 shot. You know, it's interesting. I told the guys in the pregame, I said, you know, basketball's not meant to be a 40-point game. It's meant to be a 2-3 possession game. So we knew they were going to make that run. We just, you know, we had to withstand it. They got it to a 3-possession game a couple of times. You know, that's kudos for them. But what a great opportunity for our men to stand up and you know, not let it get closer than that. So overall, great win for us.
You knew they were going to bring a lot of pressure too. So offensively, what did you stress in practice coming up to leading into this game, knowing that you're going to have a hand in your face?
Yeah, well, first of all, we changed the way we entered the ball against the press. Coming out of last year, I just didn't like the way our press break was working against them. So really, to our guys' credit, you know, we ran through it yesterday and then ran through it again this morning and walked through. And I thought, except for that one stretch when we didn't do what we had worked on, you know, there where we turned it over, I think 3 out of 4 possessions. I mean, our guys executed very well. I was very proud of their effort on that, and it worked for us. So that was the first thing. You know, get the ball in, take care of it. You know, for our freshman point guards to only have 5 turnovers between them, that's a huge step for them and for us to be able to handle that kind of pressure. And then in the half court, you know, we prepared a little bit for their pressure, so we talked about what to do. We adjusted some things that we normally do to kind of take advantage of their pressure. And, you know, for the most part, our guys just made good plays.
But Jayson and then to Dustin. Jayson, you know, so you're on the bench. Quez picks up 2 fouls in like 10 seconds. Coach calls your number, and you put up a great game, 21 points, 6 rebounds, 5 of 5 from the free throw line, 8 of 11 all around. Just talk to me about the mindset that you had coming into the game, you know, knowing that you were going to have to contribute a lot more than you usually would have if Quez would have stayed out of coach.
It's just something that Coach usually tells us guys that are on the bench. He says, when you get in the game, impact your moment. And going into the game with Quez getting those 2 fouls, that was my goal. I was like, I'm going to impact my moment and do what I can for the team to win. You
got rebounds. You had to go up against a much bigger guy for a majority of the game. Offensively, like what was clicking for you?
Well, in practice, Coach Miller's been teaching us, like, when we get the ball, go. Don't wait for the defense to come to you, attack. And that was working a lot. The other guy was kind of slowing his feet a little bit sometimes, so I was able to take advantage of that every once in a while.
And then flip side on defense, you know, again, forced a lot of turnovers, 6 rebounds on the night. What did it take defensively for us in this game?
It's just moving our feet and keeping our hands up. That's something we've been stressing a lot. I think we did that a lot better this game than we usually do. And, like, when we didn't do it, we got fouls. So us being able to move our feet and just make them put the ball on the floor instead of shooting, I think that helped us a lot.
Dustin, we'll talk a little bit more about the offense. To me, you know, as an observer watching the team, I felt like offensively we're a lot more calm and we let the game come to us instead of forcing things tonight. Coach had talked about the passing and transition to beat that press. How do you think we did effectiveness-wise with that?
I think we did really good because we didn't turn the ball over. I think we had like 13 turnovers, which is like one of the best we've done all season. And the press break was really good. Like, it worked super good. I wasn't expecting it. It worked well in practice, but it was surprising. They switched it up a little bit in the second half, but we were still doing really well against it.
We only took, I don't know, official stats on this, 14 three-pointers for the whole game, which I think is characteristically low for us.
Oh, yeah.
At what point in the game do you realize, okay, we're going to get more points if we attack the rim, get to the free throw line? I mean, you shot 10 free throws by yourself tonight. At what point did that switch kind of come on, okay, this is how we're going to score tonight?
Yeah, I mean, it's a little harder to shoot threes when everybody's, like, running at you. So you give a little pump fake, and then someone jumps, you get by them, and then a lot of times they'll just put their hands on you, and they were calling everything. So it just made it really easy to get to the free throw line. I think like I felt like we spent most of the time calling fouls. It was the refs were controlling the game most of the time.
Absolutely. I was looking, I think the last time we played a home game was December 9th, something like that. So how nice was it to play on the home floor tonight? Oh,
it was great. The fans were great. I think it was like one of the most packed games since in a while. Like, it was good.
All right, Coach, we'll go to you. Obviously, we came into this semester not the way we wanted our record, but we now won 3 of our last 4. Starting to pick up a little bit momentum. What do you think has been key in seeing some success the last couple of years?
Well, I think the guys have bought into what we're trying to do. I mean, we play differently with different lineups, and the guys that are, kind of like Jayson talked about impacting his moment, they're taking opportunities. We've kind of extended the bench a little bit and, put guys in at a prescribed time, trying to, give our starters a chance to be as effective longer, deeper, and since we've been doing that, we've found that to be pretty effective. Some hiccups there. We're still tweaking and things. I hated for Matty Ice that, he knocks down a layup and then picks up a charge and, it's his rotation to come out. I'm thinking, I felt bad about that. But he was like, Coach, honestly, I was dying. So that was good. So, that kind of made me feel better. I just think you play the game to learn and to improve. And I think these guys are really starting to believe in each other, to believe in each other's ability. They really are understanding what each other's doing. I mean, when you see them share the ball like they've done, how many times do we see somebody drive the baseline and then just underhand to Jay right there, for that easy little 2, and he's not going to miss that shot, and so it's understanding, Dustin understanding when he's open for the 3. And knocking the shot down, or like he said, the pump fake and guys running at him and he's attacking, and just guys are being more comfortable and playing well together. I think it's what we had hoped for. I mean, in all honesty, the first game we lost after the break, we had that game and gave up a shot with 0.9 seconds left. So I mean, really, we could have won 4 of our last 5. But I'm just I asked the guys in the locker room, I said, you guys feel that? That's what it feels like to win 2 in a row. We hadn't done that all year. So, it feels really good. But, turning our eyes forward, we're going to celebrate this and enjoy it. But turning our eyes forward, we need to go to PIU and play well. And that's as a region game. They beat us on our floor. And, we need to go in with just a great focus and physically prepared, and then be able to, to play them for 40 minutes, and they're going to be tough. They're tough on the road. They're even tougher at home, and I feel like it could be just a classic matchup with both teams. Just coming down to who makes the plays in the last 3 minutes, and that's the game of basketball. That's what you want.